Welcome to another edition of The Bloody Legends with Jive That Aussie Metal Guy, Jim Taylor. You know what to do. Be a legend and hit that like and subscribe.
G'day, how are you all going? It's Jive That Aussie Metal Guy here and Jim Taylor of The Bloody Legends. Tonight, wherever in the world, it's a great pleasure that we have Scott and Christian from Ten Ton Mojo, hard rockers who just dropped their EP, Rebel Heart, Gypsy Soul.
Rebel Heart, man.
I got up early this morning and was rocking the hell out of that. Cheers for joining us, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, boys.
Great to be here. Yeah.
Absolute pleasure, man. Congratulations on the EP, man. But I want to dive back a little bit, guys. Can you tell me a little bit kind of how this kind of all began? Because it's like 2013, I think, was the debut album, was it? Or the first album? Yep.
That was the early stuff. And, we went through a lot of, member changes, so we feel like the band's a little newer now. We got some new dudes and it's cool, but the sound and the concept of the band is the same. We consider ourselves the new classic rock. We didn't think about it. We didn't talk about it. It just kind of happened when we all got in the room. These are our influences. We all kind of meet in the same place. And this is how the stuff sounds when we get together and we write tunes. So we're like, hey, this is us. This is where we're at. And, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was super happy with it. And that's the sound of Ten Ton Mojo,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It has a really great sound. I'm really hard rocking. Kind of harkens back to the American classic rock, but so many different influences in there as well. What are some of your influences, guys? Because we've got the two guitarists here, man. It's not very often we get both guitarists from the band. So can you tell us a little bit about some of your influences and kind of how that progressed into you starting to play guitar as well?
We both love, Southern rock and classic rock, but we also have a lot of modern influences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mastodon. We love all the new classic rock bands like Rival Sons and Dirty Honey. Motorhead is a favorite band of ours because not only are they heavy, but they play like kind of classic riffs. They're not heavy as hell. They're just heavy as hell. And so we were big fans of all of that. We listen to country music. I think you were saying, dude, that you listen to all kinds of stuff too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then when we get in the room and like, hey man, I got this riff, and they're like, oh man, that's like a kind of a Skinner vibe, right? Or I play, like, oh man, that's kind of a Zeppelin or a Bad Company vibe, and then we kind of take it from there and we kind of create around the vibes, you know what I mean? And every once in a while, like, dude, is that a Slayer riff? You know what I mean?
I'll come in with a lot of Tool riffs.
Totally, or Tool, right?
Heavy and weird, and we got to kind of like make it work with each other, but the chemistry's there in the room to kind of take the ideas and make them into the Ten Ton Mojo vibe, A lot of times they'll come in with like basically a completed song and they'll say, I just need some bridge to tie something together, and we'll just throw some shit at each other and might be totally out of nowhere.
But it's like all those classic rock influences, but just through a new filter, man, just for today. You know what I mean? That's why we call it the new classic rock, because it's got those influences, but it's still fresh, Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it. Because like for me, it reminded me of, same thing. I grew up on Nazareth and 38 Special, and then Black Crows, and then you get a little trashier and you go LA Guns, maybe a little bit, or like, you know what I mean? But you guys definitely have that. Yeah, like it's like soul rock. You know what I mean? It's just it's got dirty. It's good.
That soul's a little dirty there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally
get soul.
I couldn't agree more. I totally get that,
Yeah, for me, I really enjoyed listening to this and coming across you guys. Shauna kind of hit me up with the email for Ten Ton Mojo. I checked it out. Give me a chance to go back and check out the back catalogue and the singles, and we were talking briefly about Carmelita and some of the other singles you've got there: Dirty Sweet, Bad Love, Freedom Baby, Stop Getting Off, American Honey,
American Honey,
2016. And the thing I love about bands like you guys, like, yeah, you do pay homage to classic bands of what has been, but you're doing what you're doing now, and you're pushing that rock scene further on. And for me, I love hearing new rock bands. Nothing against the old rock bands from 20, 30 years ago. I love putting them on every now and then. But for me, it's always a joy to listen to bands like yourself and see how much the rock scene has evolved. And I do bring it up quite often because I do hear it a lot. People going, rock's dead, and they keep going on about these bands and not checking out bands like Ten Ton Mojo and the rock scene of right bloody now. The Lonely Ones are killing it as well. There's so many great rock bands like the, you know, you just mentioned as well, that are just doing really fucking well. And it's great for me to see the rock scene thriving the way it is.
Yeah, just taking those influences and moving them forward, not unlike what the blues guys did, right?
Yeah, just
still people, you know, you take the roots and you just bring them up, you know, you make there's roots and then there's the fucking tree, right? So, you know, hopefully we're at the top of the branches and we're bringing that, but in a new light, you know, in a new vibe. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it must have been fun making this EP, Rebel Heart, Gypsy Soul. Tell us a little bit about the songwriting process and kind of how you guys making this album.
It was a lot of fun. It was great. We got to work with Max Norman, who is just amazing. And, you know, some of the artists he's worked with are just unbelievable. Obviously, Ozzy, and, you know, Bad Company and Megadeth, which are huge influences of mine. Rust in Peace was on every day when I was growing up. Like, Marty was a god to me. I love that guy. And so just being able to hear some of Max's tips on how to compose solos and how to, you know, go about getting a good take from him was awesome. You know, he would tell us how to go in and do something. Be like, you know, stand up, get into it. You're fucking performing, you know? Like, it was really good getting worked at.
It was like
him, and he would throw us curveballs, change keys on us. It was, and songwriting structure, and really just getting to learn from him was
amazing. It was amazing. It was like School of Rock,
but real.
You know, like happening to us. But, you know, it was an honor to be around that guy, man. It was an unbelievable experience, and it was great. And you could hear it on the record.
That's incredible.
And, you know, because we got to work with him a little bit during COVID, but it was over the phone. It was through email. He would give us like some tips on the singles, and he was still mixing and mastering, but it wasn't in person, and, you know, right in the studio doing it, you know, and that was an amazing experience.
Having him in the room with us was, you know,
like he was like, oh, why don't we try this thing? We did it on Bark at the Moon, you know. I'm like, what? Yeah, let's do that. You know,
you know,
that's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was that.
And then you're like, okay.
You were like, yes, sir. You know,
But he's just such a great guy. He's such a cool rocker.
He's the man.
Yeah, and it just the vibe of having him in the room really just it brought the whole session alive. It was just
that's cool.
It was great. Yeah.
Favorite track off the EP and why, guys?
What was favorite track?
Easy Come, Easy Go is our favorite track.
That's good, man.
Nice.
Yeah. That's going to be the first single off the record. You know, it was a song that we wrote together
in a hotel
room. Yeah,
we came up.
Those are always the best ones.
Yeah.
The riff came up like out of nowhere. We were in the studio before we went on the road to go do the Easy Rider Bike Festival
last summer.
Yeah, and came up with the riff as like kind of a joke almost. We were just kind of on a break, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool. Let's fuck with it." And me and Scott ended up working on it in a hotel room until it was done, and you know,
lyrics and music done, and those are the best ones usually, right? The ones like that. So and Max loved it when we played it for him. So we did some different things on the record. We brought some girls in to sing background vocals. We went the Skinner route, you know what I mean? To like give it a little like Skinner vibe. And something that happens with this band, we're New Yorkers. We're not Southern rock, we're not from the South, but somehow we all love those bands. So when we're writing tunes together, it just comes out of us. We never talk about it. I got to be honest about you. We never say, hey, we're going to write a Southern rock tune. We never say that. And then somehow, this sounds a little Southern rock. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so we go with it, and it's definitely a style that we've created and a sound we created for ourselves. And I think it's pretty consistent with the band.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Got a great sound. I do have to chuck in there. Somebody broke Dave's heart somewhere along the line there, eh? The lyrics, you can hear it in some of his songs. I'm like, man, some girl broke this guy's bloody heart, man. And I feel for him on some of the songs. I'm like, man, I get it, dude. I absolutely get it as well. Like the hurt. And
we've all been there, but we've all been there.
We've all been there, bro. I tell you what, it's really cool. The last track on the EP, Broke Some Hearts in Memphis, is a really cool way to kind of end this EP as well. Yeah.
That's a long distance love affair, spelled out in a tune. You know what I mean? That's like it's when you meet a chick on Facebook and spend too much money on a plane and a hotel room only for it to end in a week. But that's really what the tune's about,
that was the most fun song to write lyrics for, I think.
Yeah, probably.
We all had a really good time pitching in with that song.
That's that long distance love affair that just doesn't work out.
Oh, no, they most definitely not. Definitely a cautionary tale as well. We're talking about Jim's mandolins before we hit record there, guys. I'm pretty keen to find out what axes you are using at the moment. Tell us a little bit about guitar and setup.
We're Gibson Les Paul guys, man. We're using Gibsons and Fenders because we're going for the classic rock stuff. So not a lot of new stuff. We're all about I play a Les Paul in the band mostly. Obviously recording, I'll break out a Telly or a Strat. And Christian is also mostly a Les Paul player, but he'll play a Les Paul special once in a while, which he has right here.
My Les Paul is in the shop right now.
Look at that.
But yeah, this is my 1960
Les beautiful.
No doubt.
Oh, damn.
This is all over the record. It's all over Easy Come and Broke Some Hearts in Memphis, actually.
I think so we go for like vintage tones.
P90s. You got to get a P90 in your mandolin.
You won't ever break your heart either.
I'm in. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. That'll be the next one I build with Devin. That's very cool. Man.
So we go for
you have a certain bite. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But we go for all those tones. We go for all those sounds. We play through Marshalls, of course. It's Marshall. It's Les Pauls through Marshalls, and maybe an occasional wah-wah pedal and an overdrive pedal, but that's pretty much the tone there.
It's a very warm tonality you guys have. Your sound wise, it's almost like it's still a rock tone, but you get I don't know, I get like almost a jazz warmth out of it. Like you know what I mean? It's just very smooth. It's awesome.
Yeah,
we take a lot of pride in our tones. We work hard.
Yes, sir.
We definitely work on that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got live shows coming up.
We got a huge show coming up July 15th at the Gramercy Theater for our record release party. We're opening for a band called Annika, who's a metal band.
Those guys are amazing. Yeah.
Great band.
Cool. And we played with them at the Knitting Factory last year. Yeah.
We do shows with them here locally a lot. And we're looking for a sold out show, man. It's going to be a great night in New York.
You said that you're at the Gramercy?
Yeah.
And when was that? July 15th. Okay. Yeah. I'll say something so you're New York as well. My front man Lenny, we're from Staten Island.
No,
So-
no way.
Our drummer
Yeah,
lives.
so-
yeah.
Wait, okay. Okay, cool.
Well, it was
Well,
funny because I
that's
actually
great.
met Jim doing an interview with his band through Shauna.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
Yeah, nice.
interviewed him a couple of times, and then we ended up doing this podcast together, chatting
Indeed.
to awesome legends
Yes.
like yourself as well. So I dare say it's been a busy day, guys, with the launch and that. You've been doing a fair bit of media and that as well.
Yeah, we've been doing lots of interviews all over the web. Go to our website, www.tentonmojo.com. It'll take you to all the links for the stuff that we're doing right now.
Yeah, and that's the
it's the
cover
easiest-
of the latest EP you're looking for, guys.
That's so rad.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
an awesome shot. That's a really good
Oh,
cover,
yeah.
eh? Such a great shot. And did come out through
The
Curtain
Les
Call
Paul,
Records.
Yep. Les Paul's
Yeah.
equal rock music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what.
Can't reinvent the wheel. Les Paul,
Yeah,
it always works.
Oh,
Les Paul,
awesome.
Small Marshall.
And then we go,
Yeah.
there's a shot of some merch there. We got CDs as well.
yeah,
Cassettes. How cool are
Nice.
bloody cassettes, dude? Oh,
Right.
I love
Yeah.
cassettes. I know a few people like me that are just nerds on it now. I buy
yeah.
cassettes and just sit them in my collection because that's my
to
generation.
have 'em.
I'm 42,
Right.
man. 43,
Yeah.
sorry now.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
only that,
Yeah.
but not only that, but all the cassettes and the vinyl, obviously, they're back, man. I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
The death metal guys were really bringing him back.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah.
I remember
I know.
seeing
I
all
love
the
vinyl. I've
you
got a
know.
lot of my vinyl down
oh
here.
yeah, vinyl. So we're gonna be doing a vinyl single at the end of the summer.
Oh,
for-
nice.
yeah,
Cool.
Easy Come, Easy Go will be the single off the EP, and that'll come, of course, with a download card, so you get the rest of the record, as well.
Brilliant.
And I think you did mention best place to support 10 Ton Mojo as well.
I mean, Facebook, Spotify, you can go to our website, tentonmojo.com for anything you need. A Big Cartel is where you can order any merch from us. It was in that photo you showed, we got CDs, we got the vinyl's going to be coming soon, cassettes, shirts,
Awesome.
The launch show at
posters,
Gramercy.
lighters, all the good stuff. Yeah.
Merch is so bloody important to a band. People don't realize it's like it keeps coming up, and Spotify doesn't fucking pay artists fuck all. It's great to get your music out and have people listen to music. But if you're listening
Absolutely.
to 10 Ton Mojo, you're loving them through Spotify, go over and buy some bloody merch. Support them. They'll fucking love you for it. It's all about keeping the scene strong as well. Guys, do you have any last words, shout outs, thank yous, or anything else you'd like to add in there as well?
Hey man, have a good time all the time. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You know?
Big thank you to Max Norman, obviously, and to Wendigo Productions for helping us do everything that we do.
And Curtain Call
and
Records.
Curtain Call Records, yeah.
And
Nice.
we hope to see you guys out there. We're coming to your town. If we're close by, please come and see us and support the band. And we'll be looking for y'all. And hopefully you'll be looking for us.
And listen, you're
Yes, sir.
local. If you're in Staten Island, let us know. If you're available, we'll send you some tickets. We'd love to see you at the show.
Dude, I want to bring Lenny out. Absolutely. I'm in PA, but I'm not far from him, about 3 hours, but still. But
We're in
we're playing all the time. Outside Gettysburg, a town called Chambersburg.
Okay,
on.
we're going to be in Frenchtown, which is just a little bit outside of Easton. We're going to be playing with Texas Hippie Coalition.
Oh, dude. Okay, so you guys are label mates with my good friends in Defiant.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay, cool.
I recorded a mandolin and a keyboard for them. I played live with them on mandolin. We did a show with The Obsessed, and then we did a show with Texas Hippie Coalition.
Oh,
And those
nice.
guys were out of their minds good.
Yeah,
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 so
they're
cool.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool, man.
Funny, we've actually been getting people have been asking if they're an influence of ours, and we didn't really know them too well, but we had a great show with them, and
But-
a couple of
No
the
doubt.
songs.
I can
We've been
see
getting
the
compared
similarity.
with-
I can see it. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's that
Yeah, they
Southern
were
rock
great
vibe.
to play with.
Awesome.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Man,
awesome. Definitely, though.
Thanks so much for having us tonight. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys, man.
Cheers,
You guys
guys.
are
Thank you.
killer.
Oi, you're tuned in to Joy That Aussie Metal Guy, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of his sick content. And remember, stay brutal, you legend.